to sum up our negative standpoint, I'd like to respond to the claims that Anel just made. While the Oregon system in which tenure was eliminated and replaced with a 2-year renewal contract seems to be doing well, the constant evaluation and the mentoring process that she talked about can exist within a tenure system. Changes will have to be made to the current tenure system, and we're not saying changes are not necessary, but you don't have to abolish the entire fixture of tenure, which is a tradition in the academic community, and it's something that should not be disposed of lightly. She mentioned why English and math are fundamental, and yes, they are fundamental. They are difficult for some students, and what about science? Science is also a fundamental subject, especially in our current society. And what about the arts? We're constantly losing the creativity in the arts. We need to be fostering these talents in students, and we need to be taking a full spectrum look at where students are succeeding and what this teacher is good at. Maybe they need to be teaching a different subject, and if we're looking at more things, we can better figure out our teachers themselves. It is difficult to fire teachers, but we're talking about unions because it's not tenure that's preventing this firing in many cases. It is actually the unions that are taking a greater standpoint in the removal of teachers. And finally, tenure does give protection to teachers, and it is important even in this day and age. It is important to note, says Boris Korsunsky, that tenure is not a lifetime job guarantee. You can still be fired under tenure, but it offers a layer of protection from being fired at the mere whim of an administrator. In reality, as with any job, any teacher is only good as his boss thinks he is. Without tenure, the teachers who would be fired first may not be the least competent, but rather the least favorites of the principals or the parents or whoever is paying for that school. In a brief history of tenure from Time magazine, they say, despite more than a century of social progress, the need to protect teachers from the whims or the tyranny of the community remains as important as ever, especially in science classrooms where the battle over evolutionary biology and creationism rages on. This may not be something we are so aware of in California, where we're a little bit more open-minded about all the different viewpoints, but in many areas of the nation, this is still an issue over what should we be teaching, and the teachers need to be protected for giving more ideas and being more open-minded with their students. The original purpose of tenure was to provide the same protection deemed essential to judges and university professors. These professionals were to be unencumbered by undue influences when making decisions about the law or instructions. And in the end, all qualified teachers should be given tenure for the same reasons that our Supreme Court justices have it. Without tenure, no president would be able to find decent candidates for a stressful job with no promotion opportunities, no objective quality indicators, plenty of public backlash, and a comparatively low salary. Tenure helps protect teachers, and it gives stability to a job that otherwise would not have very much stability, and it is important, and we should